Okay, I'm going to show you how to use Desmos to do the regression function. So this is if you do not have a graphing calculator, but you should still watch the graphing calculator lesson because it shows how to use the regression functions and whatnot. So what the regression function is it's the curve of best fit. And this lesson will work for both unit 4 and 5 as well as 6. So the first thing that we have to do is open up Desmos. So it's desmos.com/calculator. If you Google Desmos, it should just be the first link. And we're going to make a table of values using the years right here. So all of the white values as our X values and what does this say? The price of gas, and that's going to be our gray values. So to do this, you're going to go on to Desmos and you're going to add a table. So go to add item and then click table, and it gives you your X1s and your Y1s. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to pause the video and I want you to type all of those in, be really careful and check your numbers. So I already did this and it should look like this. So you make a table of values and you put all of the numbers in and you scroll down. Now, you won't see anything on the page because the page is set to show you 0. To see all your data, you're going to go over here to this Zoom Fit button, and what it does is it brings your data onto the screen. So there is our data, and you can tell that it has a cubic shape. Now we're going to find the regression function. So on that PDF document I have on how to make the regression functions, this is kind of like your cheat sheet. It shows all of the different types of regression functions you can make. Linear, quadratic, cubic, exponential, logarithmic, and sinusoidal. So you don't ever have to really memorize these. I would give you these, but you should have these written down somewhere. If you're making a cheat sheet or in your notes, you should have this written down for that. So we're going to go with the cubic regression. And what we're going to do is we're going to add an expression, and we're going to type this formula in for the cubic regression. So the first thing is y with a subscript of 1. So to get that subscript, all you really have to do is type y1 and it goes to the lowercase. So you don't have to do anything there. And then you're going to hit the squiggly line. If you're having trouble finding it on your keyboard, it's usually in the top left by the numbers. And now we're going to write AX1. And now we want to the power of. So to get to the power of, you need to use this button on your keyboard. So that button will raise something to the power of. So we're going to go AX1 arrow to the power of 3. Then we're going to go plus BX1 to the power of arrow 2. Plus CX1 up arrow, don't need an up arrow, JK, and then we're going to go plus D. And what we should see is that we get a cubic regression that matches our data perfectly and statistically. So the information that we want out of this is the actual regression function. So on Desmos, it will give you A, B, C, and D. I want you to always write all of those numbers down with all of the decimals. And what that does is it creates this regression equation to model that data. So again, depending on which type of function you're doing, you could be doing linear, you could be doing quadratic, you could be doing cubic, exponential, logarithmic, or sinusoidal. The question will ask you what kind of question it is. You just type that data in and then write your equations for A, B, C, and D. And that's how you use Desmos. Bye.